The sound wasn't crying, it was tapping. I sat up in the dark. The clock blinked 3:11 a.m. Cold, too quiet. My wife's side of the bed was empty again. The funeral was tomorrow. Our daughter's white coffin sat in the living room, surrounded by wilting lilies. She was 3, pale, beautiful, and still. Except now, something moved. Tap, tap, tap. I followed the sound barefoot, heart pounding so hard I thought it would crack my ribs. I stood by the casket, held my breath. Then I heard it. "Daddy, help me!" My knees buckled. "I'm scared." Not a hallucination, not a dream. A voice. Her voice. I undid the clasps with shaking fingers, lifted the lid, and stopped breathing. She wasn't in a dress. She was in chains. Steel cuffs around her ankles, fresh bruises on her wrists, a gag stuffed inside her cheek. I dropped to my knees, shaking, trying to pull the bindings loose. She whimpered, tried to speak. I held her like I hadn't held her in weeks. My tears soaked her hair. When she could finally whisper, she said just 2 words. "Mommy, watched." I froze. I asked again. She nodded. My wife appeared seconds later, hair messy, robe loose, yawning. "What the hell are you doing?" I just stared at her. She blinked, covered her mouth. What happened? But I didn't speak, because I knew something she didn't. My daughter was still alive, and my wife had buried her. Chained? I didn't confront her, not then. I played dumb, took our daughter to the hospital. The doctors called it a miracle. They asked about the injuries. I said nothing. The police opened an investigation. I said even less. And at home? She acted normal, made tea, read bedtime stories, but she never looked me in the eye. I started watching, tracked her movements, collected security footage from neighbors. I bought a burner phone, planted a tracker in her car, installed a hidden camera in the guest room. She made one mistake, a single text, to a number not saved. It's done. No one suspects anything. I traced the SIM, burned through the bank accounts, found a withdrawal, 10,000, the day before our daughter went missing. The puzzle clicked together in reverse. My daughter hadn't died. She'd been taken, planned, paid for, by the woman who gave birth to her. The camera finally caught him, tall, clean-cut, his face half-lit. He walked into the guest room at 2:12 a.m., walked out 7 minutes later. Same routine, twice a week. The footage burned into my skull. I ran his face through a friend's software. Facial recognition pinged. Psychiatrist. Works with children. My daughter had seen him twice in the past month. My wife insisted it was for trauma recovery. Now I knew why. He wasn't healing her. He was helping her silence her. For good. I printed everything, every photo, every transaction, every timestamp. Then I waited. She came home to candles, music, soft jazz playing through the hallway speaker. She smiled when she saw the wine. Trying to make things normal again? Something like that. I poured 2 glasses, set them on the table. Then I handed her the folder. Her smile dropped. She opened it, slowly. The photos, the surveillance stills, the text logs, the chain imprint on our daughter's ankle. She didn't speak, just stared at me like I'd stabbed her. "You knew?" I didn't blink. From the moment she said your name. Tears welled up in her eyes. She whispered something about mental illness, childhood trauma, blackouts. I didn't respond, because behind her, the front door opened. 2 officers stepped in, warrants in hand. She turned, froze. "Please, wait, she was supposed to die." They cuffed her mid-sentence. She screamed as they dragged her out. I took a sip of wine. The house is quiet now. My daughter sleeps in the room next to mine. No more shadows, no more chains. She doesn't ask about her mother. She doesn't cry when the night comes. She just holds my hand and breathes. I buried the dress she was supposed to be buried in, burned the coffin, threw the chains into the river. The system calls it attempted murder. I call it betrayal, and I wear it like armor. The final sound I remember isn't her scream. It's my daughter's voice whispering in the dark. "Daddy, help me." I did, and I never stopped.